We are Matt and Monique, parents to 5 beautiful daughters and 1 dashing son. With 5 of our children out of the house and on their own, I quit my job, sold our home and everything else we own to begin the adventure of a lifetime with our youngest daughter, Morgan, and her dog, Tito's. Our goal is to complete America's Great Loop, but first we must travel from California to Mexico and eventually to Florida. Join us as we travel down the coast of California and Mexico. We will see and explore new places and meet new people along the way and learn how to live as a family afloat, exploring both land and sea. In June, we cruised our new-to-us 48-foot Hatteras Long Range Cruiser from San Diego to Ensenada in order to have her hauled and refitted for our great adventure. Last week, we showed the transformation of her bottom, and this week we will share her hull's transformation. If you remember, the condition of the hull was as rough as the bottom, and it was clearly time to make her look new again.
All right. Boatyard has been sanding and puttying and fairing and doing all kinds of work on this big beast. And so I finally figured out why boats take on the feminine properties. Because they're rough until they get their makeup on. Once she has her makeup on, she's gonna be gorgeous. Oh yeah.
Was this some damage from before?
It's repaired damage.
Yeah, it looks like
Somebody did.
yeah.
I don't think it was the last guy.
The first primer that we used on the boat was a high build primer, which is this yellow primer that you see here. Initially, we thought we could just spot prime with high build, but it turned out that the boat was too far gone, so we painted or primed the entire boat with high build primer. After the high build primer was applied, they faired the hull and applied the first coat of the finished primer seen here.
All right, so we got at least one coat of the primer on. Looks good. So what they're doing is they are dyeing the side of the hull so they can see where they're sanding on the finished primered boat, so they can start painting. And that gives them an idea how smooth it is, and we'll end up having a really nice finish. What's interesting here is they use a spray rather than a powder. Hand sanding all the way around? I don't think so.
All right, it's a little noisy on our boat, but I wanted to take a video of the completed fairing and final prime on the boat. You can see all the black stuff's gone. And what he's doing is he's removing a through hull that was abandoned for the toilets when they were raw water toilets. So we're gonna have those taken out, plug those holes, and yeah, won't be any intrusion there. But here we go. Looks nice. And then my brother's boat, they gel coated that, so they've done the gel coat. It looks pretty. And then on that Viking, they've done the whole boat in a high build up primer. They're one step behind us. It looks pretty too. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're making progress. I've got the lines up for the stripe. And then they're going to do the top coat later on in the week. Okay, here we are. This is the last day that this boat will have no color on it because the prep is complete for the boot stripe and the accent stripe. And after that, they will do the hull. So after all that fairing, all that sanding, grinding, it comes right down to this. The fun part where you actually get to see the color.
We were in the United States when the boatyard actually applied the paint on the hull, so we were unable to get any of the video that I would have liked to have shared with you. My brother was able to take some photographs of the boat when the paint was still wet, and as you can see, there is just that beautiful wet look. When we returned from the United States, I was absolutely amazed at how wet the hull still looked, even though it was dry. The finish is absolutely beautiful and perfect. We could not be more pleased with the outcome of this paint job.
With the bottom completed and the hull painted, there's nothing left to do but button up a couple of loose ends and put this beautiful old boat in the water. We have a couple more months here in Ensenada, and we will continue to show you the sights and the foods that Ensenada has to offer. Stay tuned for the Ensenada experience. We're really enjoying it.